From Hollywood, California, the place where dreams come true, unless your dream is finding parking. It's the Josh Macuga Show. Tonight's guest, Haibon. And now your host, a guy who has never believed in anything a fortune cookie has said. It's Josh Macuga.
We're giving you a little spoiler alert here before we start. Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm Josh Macuga. This is the Josh Macuga Show. Kind of makes sense. Before we get into it, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh Macuga. Subscribe to the channel. Support the Patreon campaign. The link is in the description below. A little hint, little word of advice. Let's just say you're talking to some friends like, oh, have you seen anything new on Netflix? Like, no, but I've been watching this thing called the Josh Macuga Show. Like, oh, what's that? You're like, oh, well, you have to go to YouTube and you type in the Josh Macuga Show, and then episodes start popping up. And what you do is you take your mouse or your trackpad and you click on it. And then when you click on it, you hit like, and then you hit subscribe. And then when we upload new episodes, you can watch them just like you're about to watch this episode right now. I met this guy on the Schmoes Know movie show, on the live show. We were friends pretty much right away, and then I found out that he was a Patriots fan. So he's here on the show now. Haibon, everybody.
Oh, thank you guys.
There
he is. Now we're rolling.
We're here. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, man. I'm
Thanks
good.
for having me. This is great.
I emailed you and you're like, I know what the show is. Because I don't know if people, sometimes I don't know what people watch. I don't know.
Well, you know that I'm a big, Schmo fan, Collider fan. I'm big in the YouTube scene.
Okay.
So, of course, I've seen the Josh Macuga Show. Come on now.
And this is how we end the show. Guys, thank you so much
that's
for
it.
watching.
I had a great time.
This is fantastic. This is great. Not many people pull off this blazer jean combo boot that well. You kind of
I don't know.
I
was a little nervous when I dressed like this.
Dude, honestly, you look post-game press conference Tom Brady right now, is what you look like.
That was the nicest thing anybody has ever said to me.
Doesn't he kind of look like
I'm
that right
blushing right now from that comment. Holy hell. That's my goal. Anytime I see Tom Brady in a press conference, I'm like, I need to either get that hat, that coat, whatever. My sister bought me a pair of Uggs for Christmas.
I would wear Uggs.
They're very comfortable. I would never wear Uggs, but then Tom Brady became the spokesperson of Uggs, and I was like, I need a pair of Uggs.
Yeah. People weren't going to kiss their kids on the mouth, and then Tom Brady kissed his kid in the mouth. I'm like, maybe I should kiss my kid on the mouth.
I know. It was like a makeout sesh. I don't want to talk about that.
Kind of weird. But hey, it's Tom Brady. He's like a 20-year-old, 40-year-old, so it's fine.
I know, the dude looks 30. He hasn't aged.
But you know what, dude? You kind of look like a combination of Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo together.
Oh my God, this guy, I can't even take this anymore.
Right?
I think the beer's talking now.
Now I'm buttered you up with compliments. Now comes the negative,
now
sir.
Now I'm going all downhill from here.
So you were on Caitlin's season of The Bachelor. You now live out here in LA.
Yep.
What is it that what do you want to do? What do you want to do out here in LA besides be awesome and throw touchdown passes?
Obviously, to Nick in the backyard. As I overthrow him by 15 feet. You gotta catch that, you gotta jump! So I came out to Los Angeles, honestly, man, with the aspirations of not exactly knowing what I'm doing, but I had, I met people at Screen Junkies, and I met people at Collider, and I was on Schmoes a couple times, and I was like, man, this is I'm happy here. I've seen the show, I'm a huge fan. I just want to come out here and see if this is something that I can escalate at and get better at, and maybe have some type of career in the future at.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I want to work at AfterBuzz, hopefully do more popcorn talk, do things of that nature. And then there's this, I met this guy. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's just kind of in the works right now, but hopefully there's more to come with me in this particular company to do more movie reviewing, hosting, things of that nature. And then I'll be able to throw my hat into the Schmoedown. You never know what will happen.
We've got something planned for later on. We'll see if we can warm you up into the Schmoedown here, Jared.
Oh boy.
Were you always kind of a movie buff? Was that
huge? Yeah,
Okay.
I've always been. So I remember vividly as a kid watching the 1978 Superman with Christopher Reeve and just falling in love with it. And then every time we went to the video store, there was a small Movie Time video down the street. We went there every Friday night.
Movie Time Video.
Movie Time Video, and I remember every Friday night I'd get Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Why that was my favorite one, I have no idea. I obviously watched it back today and realized that I must have been dropped on my head a few times because I had some sort of brain damage. I swear to God, I probably rented that movie. It was either that or Point Break.
Wow.
And I remember I only rented Point Break I remember I wanted it so badly because I saw the cover. I don't know if you remember the cover of the VHS, but it was Patrick Swayze.
Do I remember the cover?
And it was Keanu Reeves, and it was in the beginning scene where he's in the rain, but he's kind of like flipped around. I remember thinking that he was Superman. I remember thinking that like it was Christopher Reeve, and I was like, it's Superman.
Keanu Reeves in that movie is Superman.
He pretty much is. Johnny Utah and Clark Kent are just,
There isn't.
They're butts.
I mean, the first time I saw, my dad was the dude that, my mom said you can't have R-rated movies, you can't do this. My dad would be like, we're gonna watch Point Break in the basement. Your mom will know.
The best dad ever.
But it was amazing. Yeah. Point Break is, obviously one of my favorites. It just near and dear.
I am an FBI agent.
You got the hair to do the flop and everything.
Dude, I played baseball in high school, and then I ended up playing in an amateur league over in Rhode Island when I graduated.
What, like Pawtucket?
In Pawtucket. No, it was in
Pawtucket.
It was in East Providence.
East Providence.
East Providence.
Okay.
And so one of my buddies on the team was like, dude, you kind of look like Johnny Utah. And I was like, Utah! Give me two! And so
you do have a Utah look. I'll give you that.
Stop that. See, like between Jimmy Garoppolo, Tom Brady, and Johnny Utah, my head's not gonna be able to fit through that door.
Well, that's what I do here on the show, because I get like the ugly Ben Stiller, the dude from American Pie, like Jeremy Piven when he was balding. I'm like, I'll take it. That's pretty good.
I mean, you were able to pull off a beautiful wife, so you're doing pretty well for yourself.
Look at you. She's blushing over there. She's like, oh, Jerry from the Bachelors. What is it like going through, not only through The Bachelor, but like the post-Bachelor of kind of like, honestly, dude, you guys put your feelings all on the line there. That's everything. Yeah. I don't know if you're holding anything back or whatnot, but like that's the most vulnerable you can be. And there's not a lot of actors out there that are even that vulnerable on screen. Is there like a part of you that's like, Jesus, like people have seen me at my most vulnerable? Is that
totally? Well, the thing is, you don't really think about like. I remember the first night. You obviously think about the cameras and you're distracted by everything. But I mean, the producers on set, they really become your friends. I know that's probably not the best thing to do when you're on a reality TV show, but it's the truth. They're around you 24/7. And I remember, especially early on, they were like, "Listen, I understand your hesitations. I understand that you're going on this and you have doubts about everything that's going to happen. But unless you accept this process for what it is and put yourself out there, you're going to leave here with so many regrets and always look back and wonder, man, why the hell didn't I just, go with it and just open myself up and let it happen?" And so I remember I realized that early on, because I remember the first night I was there.
That's a good producer talk right there. That's good.
They know what they're doing, but it's also, when you're in the moment, it's very truthful, because it's always whether it be the guys or the girls that leave night one, they're like, man, I wish I just kind of like opened myself up instead of like talking to the weather.
Yeah.
With this
I would have gotten
person.
too drunk, I think, on the first night, just because it seems really long and there seems to be a lot of alcohol involved.
Oh, there's tons.
What is the worst part of The Bachelor? I'm sure you get that all the time, but what is the worst? Like, is it the sitting around? Is it the...
There's a lot of sitting around, which is awful, because I understand, people are like, oh, you're bored, you poor baby. But it is, you're just, for like 3 days straight, you're in this one hotel, and you can't like leave the floor. And so you don't really, maybe sometimes if they're nice, they'll, producers will kind of like take you for a walk. And then, but you're just, so
you're a Devon dog walker?
Totally. So it is a bubble, because the entire time you're just talking about your feelings and you're talking about, the person and, oh, they're on a date right now. How do you feel about that? How do you, how strong is your connection? What are you going to do at the rose ceremony? What are you going to do at the cocktail party? So you're always just thinking about things.
Do you get exhausted by how many questions they ask you in those testimonials?
And
they only use like 6 to 8 seconds of it.
Yeah, well, they want as much information as possible. So if you do say something of substance, they can use that. For example, like if we're in sometimes you're in an interview for like 2 straight hours.
Yeah.
And you'll be asked the same question, but in different ways, 7 times. Ugh. But if you give, an answer, and then all of a sudden they're like, that's the one right there. And so I feel bad for the editors of the show, because the idea of going through all that, listening to my bullshit, like all these poor bastards. Seriously, I could never. That deserves a clap.
Cops are in the bag. Yeah, thank you.
Applause for all the editors out there.
All the editors.
Because the idea of going through it, because I, on a daily basis, for someone on The Bachelor like myself, you probably go through 2 to 3 hours of, if not more, just talking. Whether you're just talking amongst each other in an interview, and so if there's, even if you're down to the final 10. That's 30 hours of footage right there that you need to cut down from just one day. And think about a week, which is about 3 or 4 days in Bachelor world, is,
Yeah.
So you're doing that, however many times you have to narrow that down into a 2-hour episode and create a storyline and create characters and like this,
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's crazy.
We can talk about this for days, but
Totally.
is there ever a part where you're like, you're all competing for the same girl?
Yeah.
Is it fake friendship, or do you actually like become friends with those dudes?
No, that's like the really messed up part about it is because you become so close, especially in the first couple weeks. Of course, you're gaining feelings for this girl, but you're also going through this very unique, different experience with buddies.
Dudes.
And it's all. I remember the first time I went there, I was like, these guys are going to suck. These guys are going to be assholes. They're going to be douchebags. Like some of them, I guarantee, are going to be plants, and that they're just causing drama.
I was call them wet blankets.
Wet blankets everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you meet these guys and you're like, wow, everybody is really normal and chill. I don't understand how this is going to create drama.
Right.
And then of course, they know what they're doing. They have it
always
down
one
to a
douche.
science.
Yeah.
It's not even one douche, but it's just like, if I have an opinion about something, you have an opinion about something, it's like, yeah, we could talk about it and exactly, you poke it, right? Because the thing is like, yeah, man to man, like we talked about it in the real life, we talk about it for a second, we kind of
Right.
like gloss over it, it's fine, we move on. But then you get pulled aside to an interview and it's like, what happened back there? And you just
Right.
kind of start talking about it and festering about it, and then it just
And
grows.
that's why they keep asking the same question over and over again. It's an interrogation. Like,
Totally.
I killed her. It was me. Fuck.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
It was Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the knife.
We did it. It'd be like, it was blacked out Macuga with
Yeah.
the slice of pizza on his couch.
But I remember, like, for one quick story, I remember this guy, Ben, who ended up being the Bachelor, Ben Higgins,
Yeah.
sweetest guy ever. Like, I became really close with him on our season.
Okay.
And I remember we were down to, like, the final 12, and he got his one-on-one, his first one-on-one. And at this point, I was really starting to care for Caitlyn. And I just remember I loved Ben, but I saw him walk off with Caitlyn because she came in and was like, okay, we're going on our one-on-one. And she took Ben, and I was like, fuck that dude. Honestly, I was like, no, because it just plays in your mind. I'm like, I love that guy. I want him to be happy, just not with her. And so it just plays on this mind. And I remember
Yeah.
I ended up talking to Sean about it, who ended up Caitlyn choosing. We talked for like an hour just about like the mindset of like what is going on right now, what is happening to our lives.
That's the thing about Bachelor is that like it plays on the base of human condition, right? Which is jealousy and or patience, right? Can you deal with it?
Yeah.
Can you overcome the jealousy in order? Because like Amanda will say a guy is hot on TV and he'll be like, I'll fucking kill that dude, right?
Absolutely, right? Totally.
Yeah, like I'll kill him, right? But then you're actually seeing dudes walk off. Like if I had met my wife now on a reality dating show and I had to compete with dudes and then go back and watch the footage of her making out with other dudes, I'd be like, first of all, that dude's gonna get it. I'm gonna light that dude's car on fire. I'm like, it's gonna come down to that situation.
But
right?
it's so
but
true,
that's
right?
so hard. Right?
And people are like, oh, you know what you're signed up for? And you're like, first of all, I can't stand the saying in the Bachelor world, if you guys have ever watched it, but it's like, here for the right reasons.
Yeah.
But like, please don't give me this crap. Everybody came here for the experience. Nobody expects to fall in love. And it's always the people that go on that show like, I'm going to fall in love and marry this person. You're a psychopath. You're crazy. If you honestly go into the show being like, I'm getting married, like, you're out of your mind. Because the thing is, you go for I went for the experience. I was like, these girls aren't gonna like me. First of all, I thought they were celebrities because I saw them on TV. I was like, what if this girl just leaves the show and wants to date Zac Efron? Like, I got no shot. What am I gonna do? And
Dude, but you're Tom Brady, Zach is like Zac Efron, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Obviously,
all
just
at
the
same
combo
time.
of all.
Yeah, all together. You're basically Baywatch meets Chips meets American Pie. Like you're all of those together.
Yeah, and I'm still single after 3
And
reality
from
shows.
fucking Pawtucket.
Pawtucket. I played baseball in East Providence. That was my heyday.
Oh.
In 10 years, I'm gonna be like, I was on The Bachelor once. I swear. I was so cool. I promise.
One constant through all those years was baseball. All right. Do you want to play a little game?
I'd love to.
All right. We've never played this game before. We're going to call this the greatest bachelors in history. This is movie and TV trivia about famous bachelors.
Okay.
You got it? In Old School, Frank the Tank, who is newly bachelored at the party, calls Snoop Dogg what?
Oh, shit. He calls him a different rapper, doesn't he?
No. He uses his name and something like to rhyme with it.
I don't remember.
Snoop-a-loop!
Oh.
Snoop! Snoop-a-loop! All right,
Damn
would
it.
you, here's the thing. Paul wanted me to put the Snoop-a-loop in there, and I appreciate it. Question 2. Name 2 of the 3 swinging bachelors in 3 Men and a Baby. Actors, you can give me the actors.
Yeah, it was Ted Danson.
Yeah?
And what is that fucking guy's name?
There's 3 of them. You can name 2 of the 3.
I know. I can't think of who the third one is.
I give you Ted Danson. There's 1.
And then it's the guy. Oh my God! What is his name? It's just gonna bother me so much. What's that robot movie he was in? Why am I blanking on that? You know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I almost said Alpha 5. I'm like, oh, here we go, Power Rangers.
Johnny 5. Johnny 5 Alive. He's not in that either.
No, he's in it. It's not that, no, it's, fuck, I can't think of his name. Who are the other 2?
There's Tom Selleck, mustache.
Oh, Tom Selleck! I forgot about Tom Selleck! Wait, is the other guy's name Bill?
No, Steve Guttenberg.
Steve Guttenberg. Damn
there
it.
we go. All right.
God, He's sucking.
0 for 2, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want to talk
Sounds
about
like
it.
his 2 seasons on Bachelor
hold on,
shows.
let me just preface,
Boom!
let me just preface this, by the way. Who won on the Schmo? Remember Schmoes Know, the live one? Yeah. I beat.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Here we go.
It was,
Okay.
it was close. And it was Bachelor.
Joey Tribbiani,
Okay.
probably one of the greatest bachelors in the history of television,
Obviously.
played who on General Hospital?
Oh, fuck.
What
I
was
don't
his
know.
character's
Dude,
name?
I haven't seen Friends in so long. Give me a Seinfeld question.
Dr.
Doctor.
Blank Ramore. I'll give you that. Dr. Blank Ramore.
I don't know Friends.
Dr. Drake Ramore.
Drake Ramore. God, I'm sucking right
0
now.
for 3. Okay. In what movie would you find Tom Hanks playing the character of Rick Gasco? Rick Gasco.
I know. I can't think of the fucking name of the movie. I'm so bad right now. It's the.
What happens when you go, like before you get married, what do you go on? With your buddies?
Yeah, I know. Bachelor Party.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, we got him one.
Thanks for that.
All right, this is
One
the
hour.
easiest schmodown of all time. Here we go. Sticking with Tom Hanks.
Okay.
In what movie would you find swinging bachelor and detective in the Monterey Police Department, Scott Turner?
Turner Hooch.
Yes, boom! It was that easy. There is smattering of applause.
There we go.
Amanda's not clapping. She is not clapping.
It's just I'd be like, we felt bad.
Talk
He
about
got
a girl
one.
from Monterey. She's not even clapping for her own movie. Okay. What was the name of the friend they were going to celebrate in a bachelor party in The Hangover?
What was the name of the friend? The fourth friend?
The fourth
It
friend.
was all right, hold on. It's oh my God. Just Stu keeps coming to my mind. Hold on. It's not Phil.
Fucking
It's not Stu.
Stu.
It's Doug.
Doug! It is Doug! All right. Here we go. All right. An American Wedding, the 3rd movie in the American Pie franchise. We find out that Ultimate Bachelor Stifler is doing what as a profession?
He's a bus driver. Wait, he pulls up to the party in a school bus.
Yeah, but.
He's driving it. Hold on.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but. Hold on. Yeah, but. As a profession?
Yeah, what is he doing? What is his profession?
In American Wedding.
Yeah. They're post-college, everything.
Yo, no, I remember.
This is what
he
is
pulls up to the back. The first time we see him in the movie is when he pulls up in the school bus.
Mm-hmm.
He's driving the school bus.
But he's not a school bus driver.
Oh, an American Wedding?
An American Wedding.
Profession?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a coach.
Yeah,
No.
he's a football coach.
That's right. That's not his profession, though, is it?
Yeah, he's the head coach of the football. He's like the assistant or head coach of the football
Yeah, but that's
team.
not a profession.
Yeah, I mean that's his career. That's how he's making money. Yeah, he's a gym teacher / football coach.
Was he a gym teacher?
Yeah, at the school, at their high school.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Stifler.
So why in American Reunion is he not a teacher? He's like.
He's moved on.
I guess. I don't know.
All right. In Major League, Bachelor Ricky Vaughn bangs which player's wife?
Hold on. I know who it is, but I just want to make sure. It's Thorne.
It is Dorn. All right. Here we go. You're making
I
a
only
hell
got
of a
one thing to
comeback.
say to you, Vaughn. Strike this motherfucker out.
There you go.
Dude, I love that you come out in Wild Thing. That is like the best Schmodown entrance I've ever seen in my entire life.
In Wedding Crashers, Bachelors played by Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson go on a hunt for what game bird?
Oh, the bird? Or, oh, I just remember fucking Bradley Cooper. He shoots him in the ass.
Yep. But what are they hunting for?
Oh, hold on. I'm thinking of Owen Wilson, where he's like, yeah, all the time we've had a friendship, like I've gone to weekends to go. I don't even know what the fuck a quail.
He found it! He found it!
I don't even know what the fuck a quail looks like.
Dude, you are like.
All right, there we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, but the Schmodown, I'd have to use the JTE rule for that one.
Okay.
Repeat the question. I need more time.
I need time. Okay, finally, your final question. Eric Otter Stratton in Animal House seduces whose wife?
It's the dean's wife.
It is the dean's wife!
Yeah.
Boom, good even! Good.
Yeah.
Ready for the bachelor party, famous bachelors of all time. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Josh Macuga, host of the Josh Macuga Show. Now, usually when I drink beer, I usually like to drink while in the sand. And the only thing I like to drink near in the sand is a pyramid. And the only beer to drink next to a pyramid is Pyramid. The Outburst Imperial IPA is my personal favorite, mostly because it gets you the drunkest the quickest. And if you're out in the sand and it's hot, and there are all kinds of different tourists around you looking to investigate the pyramid, you can be drunk and act like you are in fact a tour guide. Pyramid Beer. It helps you search the pyramids. All right, and we're back here on the Josh Macuga Show. Jared, you've given us a big window into your life. But I want to know, you said the people that go on this show thinking they're going to find true love in, 2 months?
Yeah.
Are psychos.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, but
Yeah.
it's the people that are like, how the hell did this happen? I feel like are logical.
Are you yourself looking for love right now? Are you open to it? Or are you just like out there swinging it?
It's
Just swinging it.
Well, I don't know if I feel comfortable saying that. I'm just swinging it, helicoptering it, having a good time.
Yeah, I can say it now because I'm married.
Yeah, you can say whatever the hell you want now. Well, there's some consequences.
Yeah,
I mean, I think, listen, God, I'm getting deep here. Everybody's looking for love, right? Like,
Okay.
that's why everybody's on dating apps, because of course you want to date and have fun, but I think at the end of the day, everybody kind of wants to find that partnership that they can, share their life with somebody, and that's totally the ultimate goal.
Okay.
I think for anybody, whether you're going on a reality TV show, or whether you're a dating app, whether it's like, hey, I got this great girl that you're gonna love, like, sure, you can go out and she's really hot and you guys can hang out, but I think at the end of the day, you're kind of like in the back of your head thinking like, hopefully this is something that can last.
If you were the Bachelor and you had 2 months with these girls, you felt strongly about one, do you think you would get on one knee and ask for marriage, or would you go for more like, I'm not ready to be married, but I think that we could do, like, where do you think you would fall
I would
on that?
propose, yeah.
You would propose?
I would propose because one of my really close friends from the show, his name is Tanner, he got engaged to Jade. They are now married. They have a little girl. Yeah,
that's cool.
They're fantastic. He's awesome. And so I remember talking to him after because he proposed on Bachelor in Paradise, which was only a month of shooting.
Yeah.
So he proposed after a month, and I remember talking to him, and he was like, listen, man, was I ready to be engaged? No. It's a leap of faith. But I also knew that I loved this girl, and I wanted to try it because I could see myself spending the rest of my life with her. Okay. And I remember thinking I didn't want to leave this show with any regrets. And you have this opportunity to have this, on the biggest scale, this most romantic, beautiful love story.
Yeah.
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 Like he proposed on this beautiful, beautiful beach down in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Yeah. And it's obviously all dolled up, and it's
I
beautiful
puked in
ring.
the Puerto Vallarta airport.
Yeah, it's a good time. And then you propose. You're like, listen,
Big time.
I just had a bad moment.
Yeah.
But it's great, right? And then they had this beautiful wedding. Seal sang their first song. He came out. It was the most ridiculous thing. We had this wedding. It was down in Orange County.
In Seal?
In Seal. So we're sitting at the table, and we knew
Please tell me it was Kissed by a Rose.
Well, duh. And so all of a sudden Tanner and Jade walk out.
Name another Seal song.
Crazy.
Fuck. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, I'm never gonna let up.
I'm gonna put another little point there for you on the Bachelor game.
And so they walk in the middle of the dance floor, and then all of a sudden the lights dim out, and it's like ba-da-da-da-da-da, and literally everybody just lost their shit, and Seal comes out, and just started, they sang their first song. And then Matt Nathanson played his song Bill Murray as Jade was walking down the aisle. Have you ever heard that song, Bill Murray?
Yeah.
It's my
No,
favorite.
I've been locked in an oven for 4 fucking years. Yeah, of course I
Well,
know.
that's what I figured. You're married now.
Yeah, it's true.
And so it's just like
We had a recording of "Don't Stop Believin'" with a string quartet play at our wedding. So fuck you,
Oh,
Seal.
it's pretty badass. Pretty
pretty
badass.
good.
And so yeah, I would want to take the risk with that person. But the thing is, like, it all depends. Like the girl that was on my season, her name Caitlin, she was the Bachelorette. She got engaged to Sean. They're still engaged. It's been 2.5 years. You know, people do it in their own speed,
Planning
their
a
own
wedding
ways.
is a nightmare, so I can get.
Well,
I
you
get
can
it.
imagine.
Was there a point in Caitlin's season, like, is there a point where maybe a producer is telling you, like, to say you're in love and you're not in love? Or were there points when you were very much in love and your heart was fucking ripped out of your chest? Because I'm the
I
kind
don't
of
think I was
dude
in
that...
love with Caitlin, but I was definitely getting there. But like they don't. The thing is,
They got you drunk enough to say it? Because that's usually my problem.
no. I never said on the show I was in
Love
love
you,
with her.
babe.
I said, love you, babe. Happy. Rest of my life. But the thing is, so I feel awkward telling this story, but
Go. Say it. Can you say it? Are you allowed to?
I think so.
Do it.
I don't see why I wouldn't be. But, so I'm obviously a huge movie buff.
Yeah.
So I remember this one time, I was with Caitlin, and we were talking.
Do you want me to lay down some Seal,
Yeah.
song for, like, your...
So we were talking, I was talking to Caitlin, and it was one of my best moments with her because she pulled me aside and she was like, man, it's really good to see you. And she came up to kiss me, and it was great. I'm gonna start crying. And so, but it was awesome, right? Because like the Bachelorette is, you're the guy, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I need to be like full effort, here we go. I got 15 minutes with her, I need to be on point.
Right.
But she, like, I kind of took her away and she came up to me and grabbed my hand. She was like, man, I'm so happy to see you. And she came up and kissed me with other guys in the background. And I was like, holy shit! And so, seriously. And so we went to this. So we went to this bench, and it was like the best 15 minutes where like it was just all we did was kiss and just tell each other how much we missed each other and how much we were happy in this moment and like how much we were looking forward to seeing each other next. And I remember I kept saying like, man, I really like you. Man, I really like you. It's
Yeah.
scary. So anyway, so this happens. I go to a producer, like I am on cloud 9, and so we're talking. He's
You ever
sitting down.
done drugs before? Because that's Cloud 9. Oh, well, up, sorry. Kidding.
And so we were just kind of talking, and he was like, and I was like, man, I was like, I really like her. And he was like, no, I saw what you guys were saying, and it was wonderful. And he was like, you ever see The Princess Bride? It's like, of course I've seen The Princess Bride.
What am I, a moron?
And so he's like, you know how he always says, you know, as you wish, but when he's saying it, he actually means I love you. It's like, that's what I kind of felt in that moment. You were saying that you really like her, but I think there was more behind that. And so, of course, I'm like, maybe there was more behind it. And so, and it was, like, I'm not denying, he wasn't wrong. Like, there was definitely, I wanted to say more in that moment, but I was just too scared.
Sure.
But like, they probably knew I was,
prodded.
movie buff,
Yeah,
reference a movie,
There was somebody in his ear being like, use a movie term. Like for me,
Totally.
they'd be like, remember the Seinfeld when Jerry gets engaged? And I'm like, yeah, he was in love with
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Genius.
All this time, yeah. Now I know what I've been looking for. Myself. And now I've come and swept myself off my feet.
We should, I'm telling you, me, you, Tom Dagnino, a Seinfeld trivia, a Seinfeld schmodown, I'm telling you.
Dude. Somebody like, do you follow Costanzagrams on Instagram? Dude,
yeah,
it's the best.
the
My
best.
favorite was the Valentine's Day one that they just posted. Where It's
Yeah.
like when you have like make plans with your friend who's in a relationship, and it was when George was like, all right, do you want to go see the 9 or the 9:30? And Jerry's with his girlfriend. He's like, I don't know. What do you want to do, Schmoopy? You called me Schmoopy. You're Schmoopy. You're Schmoopy. And then George is like, all right, Schmoopies, what's it gonna be?
Very true, very true. I think, yeah, we're schmooping a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. You guys are always schmooping.
Yeah, a little schmoop. Okay, you want to go to the deep end?
Let's do it.
Some deep questions here. Let's hit that wheel of destiny. If you don't want to answer the question, you can pass on it.
I'm a pretty open book.
Yeah,
We'll find out.
there you go. Worst public bathroom moment.
So I was actually just telling this story. It's, I don't know if it's my worst, but it's funny. So I was about 9 or 10. So I'm a huge Matchbox 20 and Rob Thomas fan. So I remember when, as I know, what do you mean? I thought you were gonna smile and be like, yeah, it's a great choice.
No, I'm more of a Third Eye Blind guy myself.
Love Third Eye Blind.
Yeah.
Rob Thomas is a fucking rock star, man.
Rob Thomas is badass. Dude, I like Matchbox 20. I'm not saying I don't. I'm just going to go on the limb that, like, I'm more of a Third Eye Blind guy.
Fair enough. But so I remember, for some reason as a kid, I loved Smooth. Loved Smooth. I was
Smooth is a great. I was just gonna say, if there's one Rob Thomas song that could get me through the day, it's Smooth.
Smooth all the way. So I remember when I was 9 years old, I had to take a poo, And so I was at a wedding. I was also a heavyset kid.
Oh.
And so I went to the bathroom, and I remember I requested Smooth at the wedding. Like I was one of those kids like, can you play Smooth? So he was like, yeah, sure, kid. So anyway, like 2 hours go by, he doesn't play a song. I go to the bathroom because I'm a kid and I have to go.
Yep.
And so I go, and then all of a sudden I'm on the toilet and I start hearing the song playing from the venue.
Give me your heart, make it real.
Oh, let's forget about it. So I am like rushing as this like little fat 9-year-old, just wiping as fast as possible. I didn't even pull my pants up. I ran out of the bathroom and I'm like pulling and buckling up as I'm running back to the wedding venue.
Love Smooth.
Dude, I had to. I was like, this is the song I requested. This is my moment. And so that's pretty much my bathroom story.
Now we know why Caitlyn chose the other guy.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Zing. Let's do one more. Let's put it in there. I got some worse public bathroom moments than that, that's for sure. But that's a pretty good one. Your biggest pet peeve?
It's kind of boring, but how people treat bartenders and servers. I've worked in the hospitality industry, yeah. And so
I fucking know, man.
And so anytime, like even if I'm on a date and somebody like a waiter come over, I'll never forget a waiter came over one time. I was in New York and I was on this date with this particular girl, and the waiter came over and was like, "Hi, how are you?" And like in the middle of his
Sorry.
skank. Well, I'm happily 3-year relationship with her now.
Oh.
But, it didn't work out. But I remember this waiter came over.
Give me your heart, make it real.
I remember the waiter came over and he started his spiel, be like, oh, tonight's specials, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't even look at him. She was like, I'll take a pomegranate martini. And I was like, well, this is not going to work out. It's already out.
Yep.
It's just there's something about, I feel like everybody needs to work at least 2 months in the hospitality industry.
Dude, I'm on 6 months.
Yeah.
I think it's 6. Well, I mean, like, I would settle for 4, but if everybody spent at least 4 months in the service industry, the first month is training, second month you hate people, third month you hate your job, and the fourth month you want to leave. I think that's like a pretty much like the standard of the service industry.
Totally, but you learn how to like actually treat human beings because you've been on the other end where like you're cleaning up scraps after people and you're the person going up to the table that they're ignoring. And you're the person they're like, just look at me in the eye, I'm a human being.
Yep.
And so they have a whole new perspective when they go out to eat, or even just in anything in life to like make eye contact, have an actual conversation. So when somebody's like, hi, how are you? You can respond with saying, I'm well, how are you? Instead of being like, I'll take,
hey man, can you give me can I please have?
Yeah, something, totally.
Nailed that, dude. Friggin' nailed it. All right, 3 for the road.
Perfect,
3
let's do
minutes,
it.
rapid fire questions.
Boom. I'm
3,
nervous.
2, 1. Favorite TV show of all time?
Seinfeld.
There, nailed it. Do you try to eat organic?
No,
You ever gone streaking?
not yet.
Did you take 21 shots on your 21st birthday?
Absolutely not.
Custom voicemail greeting or generic?
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep.
Should Hawaiian shirts be worn outside of Hawaii?
Sure, why not? There's other tropical places in the world.
Do you have... That's pretty good. That's the best answer I've ever had. Do you have any tattoos?
No.
Did you ever have a perm?
I don't know.
Would you rather own a boat or a motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
Where's your favorite pizza place in the world?
Oh, shit. Famous Rays.
Famous in New York?
Sure, why not?
Famous original Rays or famous Rays?
Original. I had it once, it was great. Sure, why not?
Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera?
Brittany.
Olive Garden or Outback Steakhouse?
Outback.
Worse, falling upstairs or falling downstairs?
Worst down.
Best celebrity impression?
I don't do impressions. I could say like, my name is, I can't even do it anymore.
We'll go with that.
Bill Esquire.
Bill S. Preston Esquire?
Esquire, yeah.
I'll give it to you.
I could just like, I remember as a kid, I always wanted to be like,
This is rapid fire questions. That's pretty good.
that
We'll give
was
it to
bad,
you.
right? That was the worst.
Are you a fan of strip clubs?
No.
Is your MySpace profile still active?
Yes.
Would you feel okay naked in public?
Sure.
When you lost your virginity, was it good? Minute 20.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
That is the correct answer. On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad is your road rage?
It's good. I don't get that much.
Did OJ do it?
Yes.
You ever said, let's go out dancing?
Yes.
Do you belong to any clubs?
No.
Can you play an instrument?
Yes.
What instrument?
Keyboard. Not very well.
The guitar?
The guitar?
Have you ever bought anything off an infomercial or QVC?
No.
Do you have a favorite? Do you have an idea for an invention but don't know how to make it? 45 seconds.
No.
What drink do you always order at the bar?
Old fashioned.
Goodfellas or Godfather?
Goodfellas.
Tom Selleck or Burt Reynolds?
Tom Selleck.
Biggest celebrity crush?
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Do you still call shotgun?
Yeah.
Queso dip or guacamole?
Guac.
Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Do you have any Canadian friends?
Yes.
Who was the greatest U.S. president? 15 seconds.
Barack Obama.
Soap or body wash?
Soap.
Do you make your bed every day?
Yes.
You ever said the wrong name to somebody in bed?
No, close. I'm not sure if they heard me.
5 seconds. Pancake or waffle?
Pancake.
Ever been kicked out of a bar?
Yes.
Tater tots or French fries?
Tater tarts.
Delivery or DiGiorno?
Delivery.
Yeah! Jared Haibon! Dude, thanks a lot,
That was
man.
great, man.
That was a lot
That
of fun. I think the entire world, or at least the Bachelor Nation, as they call it, it's almost as powerful as the Steeler Nation.
It's probably way more powerful than Steeler Nation. God, once you lose to the Jags in the divisional round.
Well, there it is. Jared Haibon, everybody. Thanks for coming on. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to Facebook. I'm also there. Support our Patreon campaign. If you're watching the Josh Macuga Show, you're doing something right. And that something right is giving random people hugs when they don't want them.